Here's our latest toy, product to sum formulas. We're going from these two things multiplied together toward something where they're not, okay? And it's not even recognizable after the formula gets done with it. This says formulas, it's identities. More trig identities. So think of it this way. If you have all sine or all cosine, you're going to let the extremist handle it. You've heard people talk about purity and things like that before. Well, let cosine handle the crazy side of things, okay? So it's all pure, and cosine's taking care of everything. Cosine's going to give itself the plus. We're starting off with these negatives, okay? We're not changing the order of the u and the v's. I don't think we ever do that. But when we come down here to mixed company, sine and cosine, then we let sine start things off. We always let sine start things off. And we put our best foot forward because now we're in mixed company, you see. And cosine, when it was all purest, it got the plus. But now that it's not, it's going to get the negative. It's going to get the negative. And the sine is all diplomatic and it keeps everything going nice. Okay, so I don't know if that helps you think about it, but this is the way I would think about it. And, you know, do you have to memorize this? I don't think so. We've got a lot of identities going, and we just want to know how to use this. So if I ask you to do this, I'm going to provide this for you, or you're going to look it up in your notes, that kind of thing. And so here we go. Cosine, sine, mixed company. We're going to put our best foot forward, but cosine has a negative there, because now it's mixed. If it was all cosine, it'd be positive, but it's not. Sine leads the way. Sine is in charge of the diplomacy because of the mixed company. Okay, so I don't know if you like that, but we have to remember it somehow, make it make sense, at least, you know, long enough to remember it when you scroll down the page and write something. You have to be able to remember. So let's see here. Mixed company, sine and cosine. Okay, so I'm starting with the sine. I say 6 sine pi over 3 cosine pi over 3, and I'm going to say, okay, that equals 6 on the outside. Do I need to put it on the outside? I guess so. Wasn't there a half involved? I think there was a half involved, right? Yeah, there's a half out in front. I kind of forgot about that. I don't know what to tell you about the half, except that it's out there. So anyway, there's a half out there, along with the 6. And let's see, on the inside, we're starting with sine, because mixed company. The sine of pi over 3 plus pi over 3. It's the same. It's the same. That's strange. And then, let's see. It's sine's taking care of everything real nice. And it's pi over 3 minus pi over 3. Okay. So does that make sense? We look back up there and we say, is that what we do? And it certainly is what we would think right here. This is what we're doing right here. And that seems to be what we're doing. So we're going to say 6 times 1/2. Let's just say 3. 3 times the whole thing. So we're going to say the sine of, this is now 2 pi over 3. And I have the sine of 0. Because those guys subtracted from each other, and that's nothing, right? That goes away. So now I just have 3 times the sine of 2 pi over 3. What's 2 pi over 3? Well, that's 120, but as far as we're concerned, it's 60. So if we want to draw a little picture, we'll say here's 60 degrees in the second quadrant. And if that's 60, then it opens up on the square root of 3, and 30 opens up on 1, and this is 2. So the sine of this is the square root of 3 over 2, and it's positive because I'm in quadrant 2. So that's my answer. Okay? I just get what I get. And of course we could verify that with our calculator. Let's see, I'm going to type that into my calculator. I'm in radian mode. So let's see, I say pi divided by 3, and I'm going to say cosine of that, and I'm going to say sine of that, and I'm going to multiply them together, and I'm going to multiply by 6, and I get 2.598 if I round. Okay, so now let me try this. 3 square root of 3, that's 5.19. I divide by 2, and boom, I get the same thing. So it's good. It's not exactly the same. This is my exact answer. You should give me an exact answer. You shouldn't approximate. You can't get the exact answer with a calculator unless you're real tricky.